While war wages in Israel today, the United States House Republicans held a secret ballot vote for a House Speaker. This vote comes after Louisiana Congressman and House Majority Leader Steve Scalise withdrew his name from the race. This time, the secret ballot vote was between Ohio Congressman and Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan and Georgia Congressman Austin Scott. House Republicans selected Jim Jordan as their new conference nomination for House Speaker. Last week, Jordan was on this show, and I asked him why he wanted to be House Speaker. Here's what he had to say.
I didn't plan on running for Speaker, but I think I'm the one individual uniquely positioned within the conference to bring the team together. I also think I can go talk to the American people in a plain way, common sense way, and tell them what we're up to here and why it makes a difference, and the values and principles we're trying to protect and defend that I think make our country special. So if I didn't think I was able to do that, I wouldn't run.
Now that Jordan is the conference nominee for House Speaker, the vote will go to the House floor where he will face off against Democratic House Minority Leader New York Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. That vote is expected to be held on Monday. Politico White House and Washington reporter Daniel Lippman joins me. Okay, Daniel, he didn't get 217 in the secret conference vote that they had. He got, what 100 and some change, right?
Yeah. And they did a vote after saying, now that he is our pick, will you support him on the floor? And he was still short dozens of votes, so I think 60 or so plus votes. And so people are not consolidating around Jordan, and so that's going to make it very hard for him to actually win the vote next week.
Except there's one little slight difference next week. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It's a secret vote whether you're for Jordan or not in the Republican conference. But when you go to the floor and you have to vote, do you really want to vote? I mean, can you take the risk of voting against Jordan if you're a Republican? If he ends up to being the speaker, you're going to lose your parking spot.
I think that's what they're going to do is all the moderates and the never Jordan congressmen talk amongst themselves and basically say, hey, we're all going to jump into the pool or we're going to stay away. And so they know not to embarrass each other. And so they're all like kind of horse trading, seeing what they can get, any promises. But it's not looking great for Jordan because he is not able to bring the conference together. He's not a great fundraiser. He is tough in terms of those moderate districts. And so that we might be in a situation where there's no congressman who is a Republican who can actually win a majority on the floor. And so they might have to actually get to a compromise candidate with the Democrat where they have almost a power sharing arrangement.
Well, one of the things that Kevin McCarthy, former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, gave when he to get to that 15th ballot was he gave that motion to vacate, saying that just one member of Congress could file the motion to vacate, which of course was his death penalty, and which was his problem. What happened to the motion to vacate discussion? Is that lost in the shuffle, or are they going to change it to be more than one vote? Well,
at first they actually need to get a person who's going to be the speaker. But I don't think that motion to vacate I don't think that's going to be around anymore. And so it's already tough enough for them to
burned the Republicans. Republicans feel burned by it.
Yeah, exactly. And they look at what Matt Gaetz says. You kind of have to give Matt Gaetz mad props because he's been able to unleash lots of chaos where we're 10 days without a speaker. People thought that Scalise would get it. Maybe they could bring back McCarthy. None of these people are able to do that. Even Scalise, he raised $150 million over his political career, and he had lots of members who he had done hard work for, and yet he still wasn't able to get across the finish line. And so with Jim Jordan, he has many fewer allies, and so they're going to be looking at people like Tom Emmer or
who says he doesn't want it. Of course, everybody says he doesn't want it.
Patrick McHenry, who there is this kind of the Problem Solvers Caucus, which is the
that's a good appropriate name for this.
Exactly. There's a huge problem. They've written a letter to Patrick McHenry saying, hey, can we actually, while you guys figure out your inter-party squabbles or intra-party squabbles, can we at least give the acting speaker some power here? So we can pass Ukraine aid or Israel aid or keep the lights on. But so far, McHenry is not interested in that. But as time goes on, we might have to get in a situation where there is a deal with Democrats so that the Republicans, it's almost better for Republicans to have that deal eventually because you don't want to have this situation last for months on end. It's unsustainable.
Nobody wanted it to last as long as it has. Daniel Lippman, nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.